Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer is the sequel to the 2005 film that nobody asked for. And if you see my review of the 2005 film, you know I didn't hate it, I didn't like it either. I think the film is so-so. But yeah, who even asked for the sequel? I mean, Tim Story, have you seen the reviews for the first film? Even if he has seen the reviews, he didn't give two rat's tails. He wanted to make them sequel anyway because... But there was one thing that people got intrigued by the sequel. This was announced that the title of the movie was called Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. That meant we got to see the first live-action adaptation of the Silver Surfer, and people were excited. Even with the trailers and advertisement, we see Johnny Storm chasing down the Silver Surfer, and then choking him all the way up to outer space, and just throwing him down all the way back to Earth. A lot of people were excited. They didn't care how bad the first movie was. They just want to see the Silver Surfer in this movie. They didn't care about the Fantastic Four. They was excited to see the Silver Surfer in live action. And boy, this movie sucks. Yes, this movie sucks by a long shot. We already assumed that this movie wasn't really as good. Or matter of fact, we already assumed that the movie wasn't really going to be good at all. Because the first movie was not good at all. Now, why were we even fooled by the advertisement? Because of course it looked cool. That the movie is going to be better than the first film. Because really, this movie is nowhere an improvement. Or it's worse than the first film. This movie is probably at the same level of disappointment as 2005 film. But I do have to admit, seeing Silver Surfer on the big screen was pretty cool. That is how you do Silver Surfer on the big screen. He looked great. He looked fantastic, no pun intended. And I imagine how he would look like that on the big screen, even though he looks a lot like the T-1000 from Terminator 2. I had no problem with how he looked. But I do have to admit, he is underused in this film. I mean, why even have his name in the title anyway? Because he's in the movie? I mean, the movie should be called Fantastic Four 2 with the Silver Surfer. Better title. I would make a better movie. One of the biggest complaints about this film is that the rating is PG. I'm not messing with you. The rating of this movie is PG, not PG-13. This movie is rated PG. And the first one was rated PG-13, and you could tell the movie was rated PG-13. This film, you can obviously tell that this movie is rated PG. I'm not... Watch this movie, see the rating, and you'll definitely see my point. Why is this movie rated PG? Superman was rated PG because that was in the 70s. This movie came out in 2007. We have PG-13 movies like the original X-Men, the first two X-Men movies, first two Raimi Spider-Man films, Batman Begins. Those films were very good because they was rated PG-13. This movie is rated PG. What? PG? A PG-rated superhero movie? I mean... One of the main subplots about this film is that when the Silver Surfer grabbed Johnny all the way up to outer space and dropped him down back to Earth, he realizes that he has the power to power swap. I mean, when anybody like Sue, Reed, or Ben touches him, he has the power of the Thing, Invisible Woman, and Mr. Fantastic. And you see how he learns how to deal with some of these powers and see how they felt. And see, I actually kind of like that subplot. But it's good on paper, but in this film, what's really all that interesting? It was delivered, the way it was handled, very piss poor, and was not acceptable at all. And it's one of the main things about this movie that this movie is just a waste of potential of just being almost okay. Just okay. And just be just better than the first film. Why is Victor Von doing this movie again? Why? And this was part of what I had with the Fantastic Four film. The reason why they're always bad. Because they always use Victor Von Doom. Stop using Victor Von Doom in all your movies. Get other villains. One of the biggest hype about this film is that we finally get to see a big screen version of Galactus, one of Fantastic Four's most powerful foes. Probably one of the most biggest foes in any of the Marvel Universe. I mean, we finally get to see Galactus on a big screen, and he's a freaking storm cloud! Galactus is a freaking storm cloud! Are you crapping me? Seriously. Galactus. How can this transition on into this as a film? I mean, this to this. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Okay. Comic version, movie version. Comic version, movie version. Comic version, movie version. Don't you see a pattern here? How can you mess up Galactus? I know he would look silly on the big screen, but at least update him, modernize him a little bit, but don't make him a freaking storm cloud! I just had to calm down there, people. I'm sorry about that. I mean, storm cloud. How get more stupid than that? Oh yeah, really fantastic dancing and stretching at a club. What? In conclusion, this movie is a downgrade from the first film. Some people can debate whether this movie's better or worse than the first film. I gotta say, it's a mix of both. Some things in this movie I like the Silver Surfer. Human Torch was a bit funny, but everything else didn't really give too right a tell about. I'm giving Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer a D+. After all, the reboot is here and the reviews are in. I mean, hopefully the reviews are better than the reviews on the first two Fantastic Four movies. Oh, God. No. Oh, God. It's even worse than the other films. I mean, what do you think of Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer in the comment section down below. I will be back with a review of Dragon Ball Z Revival of Frieza. Stay tuned for that. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.